two Swedish guys, and none of us happen to have a Swedish flag at home, so we took the second best thing, the Draken fighter, because it looks like no other fighter.
Yeah.
And it's quintessentially Swedish. This is the first episode of our new show, where we're going to just frankly have fun on YouTube.
Or maybe the second episode, depending on when we finish editing and
decide to get a thumbs out and put it up on YouTube.
Yeah.
And one thing you're going to realize is that we're going to switch back and forth between British and American and perhaps Aussie accents. And that is because we are Swedes and we don't have our own accent.
Right. So, shall we start with the first?
Yes, let's start with the first item. This is going to be a food episode.
Right.
Alex, can you tell us what this first item is?
The name cakes is from the English cakes,
or
plural.
rather, this is essentially a reason of civil war in Sweden, because half the population say it's pronounced kex.
The other claims it's pronounced ships.
And I'm the party blonde party says it's called ships because it doesn't come from cake. It's not a freaking cake. It's a cookie or a candy bar. Yeah, but where else? It comes from the English word.
Anyway, it's just a theory. So, shall we try it out?
Yes,
Taste it?
let's cooperate on this.
Yeah.
I grab this,
We
you
are
grab that.
Swedes. We cooperate in everything.
Yes, we're completely social democratic in everything. We help each other out even when it's not necessary.
Yeah. So,
Thank you. Thank you. And as you can see inside here, it's essentially a wafer with chocolate inside and on the outside. The chocolate is very thin and so are the wafers. And this is incredibly sweet. It's not very healthy, but it's a good way to get fed quickly.
and also the Swedish Alpine skiing team is sponsored by Kexchoklad. In 2007-2008 they had the Kexchoklad livery in these colors, brown, yellow, red.
The next item we're going to bring up is this. It's a soft drink. It's, in this case, sold as a Christmas soft drink. But the thing here is that this hasn't always been a seasonal product. Before, let's say, the 1950s, this was sold all year round, and this was like the big soda in Sweden back in the day. However, when Coca-Cola entered the market, they nearly killed this off. It was taken off the shelves, but then it was brought back one year for Christmas, and it turned out to be a huge success. So the companies, because there's multiple companies which make these, they bring it out every year for both Christmas and Easter.
Personally, I think this Christmas version tastes better than the Easter version.
However, that's quite inconclusive. From what I've heard, there's not really any difference between the Christmas and Easter version. The difference is between the manufacturers.
Well, it is because this is more tastier. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's because of the red label, isn't it?
Yeah, because red is a faster color than yellow.
Let's have a taste of this stuff, shall we?
Yep.
Let me bring out my keychain of very many things, and let's cooperate again. Now
Because
you can
we are
pour it.
Swedes.
Yes, I opened it, now you pour it up.
Right.
Because I am pedantic like that.
Yeah.
And you can see why this was sort of a direct competitor to Coca-Cola. I mean, it's sort of brownish, semi-transparent, foams
looks
a lot.
like Coca-Cola, but the bubbles, the carbon dioxide bubbles,
the
is
foam.
yeah, the foam, but the bubbles in the drink
Oh.
You can see where the carbon bubbles, they are much smaller than in Coca-Cola.
Oh, really? Yeah, I never realized that.
When you drink this stuff, you feel the bubbles are smaller.
Yeah, that's very interesting. And one difference from cola as well is that this is way less transparent, because this is made from way more spices, I think, than cola.
And it's got malt as well.
Yeah.
In it.
Yeah, let's have a taste what this version tastes like. Yeah, this is a very sweet version of must.
Yeah.
I must say. And yes, for those who haven't noticed, yes, this is called julmust, and the Easter version is called påskmust. Jul and påsk obviously meaning Christmas and Easter.
Yeah.
So the next thing is something I'm personally not very familiar with.
But I have drunk a lot of this. This is svagdricka.
There's one thing I can tell you about this, and that's the name, which literally translates into soft drink or weakling drink.
Yeah. This is the classic Swedish drink. And up to, say, the 20s or 30s, every Swedish household had a keg of at least 5 liters of this.
And from what I understand, this was sort of the Coca-Cola of its time, or the soft drink, that it was like beer, but it didn't actually contain any alcohol.
Not much, at least. I think it's around 2%, which is as much as light beer in Sweden, a class 1 beer. Listen to this.
That's potent.
Yeah. And the texture of this drink is like, well, see, the texture of this drink is a cross between ale and julmust.
I'm not sure if you can pick this up on camera, but it's much more translucent than either the julmust or even Coca-Cola. It looks kind of natural, so to speak.
Yeah, I think that depends on its relationship with beer. It's not actually beer, but it
shares many ingredients.
Yeah, it's related to it.
Yeah.
So, should we try it out?
Yeah, sure. It tastes a bit like tea.
Yeah.
It's very tea-like in its flavor, but it's sort of also got kind of an aftertaste like coffee.
Like carbonated tea.
Yeah, and like you said, there's a bit of beer in there too.
Yeah.
I'd say this is a bit more refreshing than beer.
Yeah.
And not quite as sweet as the other drinks.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's quite up to my taste, because I'm not really a beer guy, so I don't know. I'd perhaps rather actually make myself some tea than to drink this.
Yeah. Not carbonated tea.
Not carbonated, no. Let's bring out the final item. And you better see this, because this is some sick stuff.
Yeah.
I don't usually buy this. In fact, I've never bought this. I didn't even buy this one. I literally 2 hours ago came from my work's Christmas party, and I was given this as a Christmas present. This is a 2 kilogram gelatin rat. That's right, 4 pounds of sugary gelatin candy. This started out, from my understanding, as a prize in a game show for children in the 90s, or maybe even 80s, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
The show is long gone, but because of that game show, people started to actually want these. So stores started making them and selling them, and they sell them to this day. I don't recommend you eat this all at once, because I think that you will get stroked that same night.
Yeah.
Or some other congenital disease or failure.
A stroke, heart failure,
You will end up,
everything like that.
yeah, you will end up in a hospital and perhaps dead afterwards.
Yeah.
That's the main
So
point.
don't eat the whole thing at once. Just a small bite is lagom or enough.
Yes.
So shall we
let's-
bring out the knife?
First we have to open this sucker up, and that means we're going to need to cooperate a bit. So this is 2 kilograms of sticky sweet gelatin. And we actually accidentally shunned our national pet here. That wasn't the idea. So,
Yeah, it smells sugar.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, literally, you can
Pure-
smell this from afar.
You can smell pure sugar here.
Oh my God! And
Yeah, I
it's-
just take a little bite.
And this isn't like regular candy. This is like really gelatinous. It's sticky and
Sticky and sweet.
gooey, and I don't know.
It's like
I think my
slime.
fingers are red from this stuff. It's really slimy.
Smells gelatin and sugar.
Yeah, well, yeah. It really does smell like you are going to get a stroke from eating this. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the rest of it. Probably going to. This is probably going to be all the candy I'm going to eat for all of 2015.
Yeah.
It's,
Whoa!
Jesus, I'm.
God, that was sweet. Oh,
But the flavor isn't the really bad thing. It's the
No, no.
consistency. You can't bite through this. Jesus, this is sweet. And sticky. I don't know where I'm going to put it. I'm going to have to keep it in that bag.
yeah.
So,
This
That-
was everything for this episode.
yes. So, please subscribe to us. Please suggest new names for the show. And please support our upcoming game Velocity stream on Steam Greenlight. The campaign is active now, and you should see the address below. Thanks for watching.